All right. Well, let's sit here and take care of chapter 17, part two. I'm kind of going to jump around in chapter 17. We've been talking about the respiratory system. And the next section in chapter 17 talks about smoking. We'll come back to it later on. We're going to jump to section 3 today. And it talks about the excretory system. So, just a few things before we get going. Warm up. Make sure you get your warm up done. Watch the video. Follow directions in video. Once again, there's many of you that are turning in work and you are plagiarizing your work. You're copying stuff off the internet. I'm going to start giving zeros for that. Probably next 9 weeks. There are some of you, you are not reading directions and you are not reading information on how to take tests. Even this right here. Let me I want to keep this here. Let me just bring up another Google Classroom here. There are some of you that are not reading. You're telling me, well, I didn't know that was due. Well, I didn't know when this was due. There are always things that tells you in the video, I may say this is due. You need to turn this in. For example, right here, this was last Friday on October the 2nd. And last Friday, this states right here, Chapter 15 test deadline is today by 11:59 p.m. Chapter 16 review sheet is due today by 11:59 p.m. So and here it talks about starting chapter 17 on Friday. There are some of you that you do not read this stuff. And, if you don't read the announcement page, if you don't just even look at it to see if there's information, then you're going to miss out. And it's real important that you read everything thoroughly. All right, so let's get into this short little video. It won't take very long today. Let's see here. Where that's your warm up. That's not what I'm wanting. Okay, well, I have obviously, we'll just go right here. Classwork and chapter 17. And we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, just about to the bottom. Right here, where it talks about the excretory system. And this is on page 570. What is that? 579? Yep, 579. All right, so what is the excretory system? All right, well, let's get started. Number 1, it talks about excretion. Well, you got to know what excretion is. And I'm going to give you my own definition for excretion. Excretion is the process that looks awful. That looks like a child wrote that. The process by which the body removes waste. All right, so excretion is the process by which the body removes waste. All right, we're going to pick another color out here for the next one. So what we're talking about today is how the body gets rid of waste products. And there's three main waste products that your body gets rid of. There's food, when we go to the bathroom and poo, stool. The second one that I can think of is sweat. We get rid of waste products that way. And one of the waste products that we get rid of in sweat is the same waste product that we get rid of in the third way, which is urine, which has urea in it. So what is the excretory system? All right, the excretory system is the system in the body that collects wastes produced by cells and removes the waste from the body. Basically, it's how these, how this waste product is removed from cells and it's cleared out of the body. So that's what the excretory system is. All right. Now we're going to start getting into the different parts, the processes of. So in your waste is something that is called urea. And what is urea? Chemical that comes from the breakdown of proteins. Urea is a chemical that comes from the breakdown of proteins. When your body breaks down proteins, a waste product called urea is created, and urea is bad for your body. Your body wants to get rid of it quickly. So how does our body get rid of it? Well, number one, your body will filter it through your kidneys. All right, so kidneys, and that's not dark enough. We got to make it a little bit darker. All right, kidneys. Kidneys are the major organs of the excretory system, and they remove urea and other waste from the blood. So hit pause if you need to get caught up on a couple of these, urea and kidneys. All right, your kidneys, everybody's heard of kidneys. Kidneys are organs located near your back, and these organs, they're on your backside. They help to filter your blood. They are grand filters because that's what they do all day and all night. They even do it when you're asleep at night. Their blood is pushed through them, and as the blood is pushed through them, they collect the waste product, and from the waste product, they send it to where it needs to be gotten rid of. So where does it go after the kidney gets it? All right. The product goes to, it forms what is called urine. And urine is a watery fluid that contains urea and other wastes. Urine is a watery fluid that contains urea and water and other waste. Hit pause. All right, so urine is basically created because the waste product is combined with waste water. If you drink too much, you're going to have to go to the bathroom. After school, if you drink 2 Mountain Dews really, really fast, you're going to have to go use the bathroom because you've put too much water into your system. And so going to the bathroom is one of the ways you'll get rid of it. It's also combined there with the waste products from your cells. And that stuff is toxic to you. Your body wants to get rid of it. Not necessarily the excess water, but the excess, the stuff that's the waste from your cells. So when you the urine is created by the kidneys sending the waste product down tubes that are called ureters. All right. And the definition for ureters is urine flows from the kidneys through 2 narrow tubes called ureters. Write that down. Urine flows from kidneys through 2 narrow tubes called ureters. And I'll show you, well, here, let's just go ahead and hit the picture right here. If you look right here, you'll see here's the kidneys. Here's 1, here's 2. And there's these tubes that come down to your bladder right here. And this picture I like even better. Kidneys, and these are your ureters. And the waste product that's collected in your kidneys travels down these to where your bladder is located. Okay. So, what is the urinary bladder? I think you know what that is. All right, the urinary bladder is a sac-like muscular organ that stores urine. It is a sac-like muscular organ that stores urine. Your bladder is kind of like a muscle, and as it fills, it will quiver, and quivering tells you, all right, you need to go to the bathroom. You need to go to the bathroom. And if it fills up all the way, it will relieve itself. It will. That's why the more and more you got to go to the bathroom, that's why there's pressure to go. Because that urinary bladder, if it gets too full, it will empty itself. And that's when you get into a messy situation right there. So, in your picture right here, so the urinary bladder holds the waste product. Also, wastewater is put in here, and then it empties out through your urethra. And male, female, it's all the same right here. All of this is the same. Now, I know that, technically, that for the male and female, there's different anatomy at play here, but we're just going to stop right here where the urethra is located. And the urethra definition that you need to write down is urethra. Urine leaves the body through a small tube called the urethra. I can't even draw a straight line today. God, that's awful. Urine leaves the body through a small tube called the urethra. All right, there you go. All right. So let's go back to the picture right here. Blood comes in, goes to the kidneys where it's filtered out. Then it is sent back to the heart where it goes to the lungs, picks up oxygen, and then goes out. Now, the waste product that is collected in the kidneys from here, I would use yellow, but you can't see it. All right, the waste product then is created and it flows down. And here it's held in the bladder until you decide, yep, I needs to go. And then you go to the restroom. You use it through your urethra. Okay. Now, how does your body actually filter out the waste product? Well, there are these items in your body that are called nephrons. A nephron is a tiny filtering factory that removes waste from the blood and produce urine. Tiny filtering factories that remove waste from blood and produce urine. Okay, hit pause. So what is a nephron? Well, here we're going to scroll down because this is a great picture. This is a kidney that has been cross-sectioned, and it shows you right here a nephron, and you've got millions of these in your kidneys. Remember, you got 2 kidneys. Here's the nephron right here. Here's where blood flows in, goes to the nephron where it's processed, and when it's processed, it goes into these yellow tubes that you see here. And these yellow tubes then make their way here where it becomes urine, sweat, urea, and just depending on where it's going to flow to. And then your body gets rid of it. Okay. So, Mr. Belovsky, just curious, why is it they check my urine when I go to the doctor? Why do they make me pee in the cup? Well, you could read this paragraph right here if you don't believe what I'm telling you, but they are not checking you for drugs. Okay? What they are doing is they're checking you for diseases. And if you read this right here, it talks about diabetes. If you've got too much sugar in your blood, that might tell them you should have no sugar in your blood. You should have no proteins in your blood. And if you have those things, it tells the doctors that there might be something going on. When I go to the doctor, they check my urine for blood because I've had kidney stones. And these are kidney stones. And kidney stones are created, and you can see these different guys here. They're created here inside the kidney. And they're caused by chemicals that load up inside of your kidneys, and they become just very painful because if you move the right way, these things will tear loose and they'll tear tissue inside your kidneys, and it's extremely painful. It was one of the worst things medically that I've ever suffered from. It was really bad, and to help me, I had to be put in what's called a lithotripsy machine, and this is an example of one right here. They put you in a machine, and they put you to sleep, and this machine sends these sound waves through your body, and it breaks up those stones, and then you urinate them out, and they come out as sand, and it takes several days to do that, to get rid of them. I was out of school for about a month with kidney stones, so it was the real deal. It was something that I hope that I don't ever have to go through again. All right. Well, that's it. We've covered all the material today. Tomorrow you'll be taking the little end of the 9 weeks test. You folks at home, Blended, be looking for it tomorrow as well as this video. And you need to take the test tomorrow as well. So if you're absent on Tuesday, if you're a traditional student and you're absent, you need to take the test that you'll see in Google Classroom for tomorrow. So traditional folks, you'll be in here with me. Those of you that are here, I'll walk you through it. Traditional folks that are absent, you'll see it on Google Classroom. Take it. Those of you that are blended students, you'll see the test. You need to watch this video, take care of this, and then you need to take the test. So have a good day. We'll talk to y'all later.